We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second down, Mariota. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this will be taken at the 13. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 59 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
From the red zone now, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back near his own goal line, Winston. He'll find the rookie from LSU, DJ Shark, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now he'll let it go deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 63 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Here's a give to Fournette. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
To throw is Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Follow.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Throwing, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota now. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Out of his end zone, Winston. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. A handoff to Fournette, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Jameis on 2nd down. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Jameis to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Dumps it off to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 15. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Let's go now.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL And the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They go play action. Winston. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jameis now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Winston. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Stay in there.
And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power, and we just saw it on that play.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jags. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
should be fairly clear
That is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 down. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Fournette. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that